lost communication. An FLR is the solution.
Alright. Hello my friends. As you can see here today, we have another Japanese lesson. Now, I noticed lately I've been getting a lot of questions regarding Japanese, just certain constructions or whatnot. So I've decided that I'm going to try to go ahead and keep this series going each week. Update a Japanese lesson each week to help out those of you who are sending me these messages. So yeah, I know I've said it before, but let's just see how it goes this time. Alright? So, today we'll be talking about the Masu form. Okay? Masu, 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 Masuke. Alright? So here you have Masuke. Masu, the Masu, K basically means form or shape. Masuke. Alright? So let's see here. As usual, I have some example sentences here using this Masu form. Now, some verbs you're going to see. You're going to see shimasu. Shimasu, which means to do. You're going to do something. Suru is the dictionary form, plain form or dictionary form, infinitive, whatever you want to call it. Naraimasu, narao. Naraimasu means learning. Narao is the dictionary form, infinitive or plain form, to learn. Sagashimasu, search, look for in general. Sagasu is the dictionary form. Sagasu. Hanashimasu. Hanashimasu means to speak in general. Hanasu is the dictionary form, to speak. Okay, so these are some very common verbs that you're going to see here in this reading, or in these example sentences. So let's get started. The first one. Let's see. Watashi wa okay, let's start. Watashi wa ima mada daigakusei desu kara Nihongo o benkyou suru jikan ga nakute kono you ni benkyou shi nikui desu. Watashi wa ima mada 大学生ですから日本語を勉強する時間がなくてこのように勉強しにくいです。So if you guys have seen that previous video I made for a fellow subscriber, we talked about the te form a little bit. So if you've seen that video, you will understand how the te form is used here, but I will break it down for you. So breakdown or first translation. So let's see here. Because I am still a student now. I don't have time to study Japanese, and it's difficult to study like this. Due to the fact that I'm a student now, I don't have the time to study Japanese, and it's difficult. It's difficult to study like this. Okay? So, breakdown here. Let's break this down. So, watashi wa watashi, I of course is the subject. Ima is noun. Mada. Mada means still or yet. Now, when you use mada, when you use mada with a negative, then it means yet, like not yet. Mada benkyou shite imasen. Mada ite imasen. Like that. But when it's used positively, then it's still. Like here, I'm still a student. So mada daigakusei desu. Daigakusei is student, college student. Kara means because. Because I'm still a college student now. Nihongo, Japanese, o, object marker. Nihongo being the object. Benkyou suru jikan. Benkyou suru jikan means time for studying. Okay, time for studying. Benkyou suru jikan ga. You're dealing with possession here, so you need ga. So ga nakute, na from nai, which means to, which it means not to not have. Sorry. Okay, nai means to not have. Nai, arimasen. It's just a less formal way of saying arimasen. So, benkyou suru jikan ga nakute, don't have, and nakute, kono yo ni, like this, in this way, kono yo ni, benkyou shi nikui desu. Benkyou shi nikui desu. This means it's difficult to study. Now, this is part of Masuke. Basically what you do with Masuke is drop off the Masu, okay, and add whatever, you add whatever word, like for example, nikui. This is actually musukashi. You guys know musukashi means difficult. But when you want to use the Masuke form, saying something like it's difficult to study, it's difficult to play, it's difficult to read or something like that, and you want to combine, then you have to take the Masu form, which in this case is benkyou shimasu, right? Benkyou shimasu. Take the shimasu and drop off the Masu, keep the shi, and then you add that Masuke form, which in this case is nikui. I'll write that for you, nikui. Let's see, nikui. Nikui. Okay? Nikui, and then muzu, just in case you didn't know, muzugashi that means difficult. But when you want to combine that in the Masu form, you need nikui. Not benkyou shi muzugashi, benkyou shi nikui. So take off the Masu and add nikui. So it's difficult. Now you have difficult to study. I'll give you another example. If you want to use a nikui, you say it's difficult to read. Yomu, dictionary form for yomimasu. Yomu means to read. If you want to say difficult, Japanese is difficult. Is difficult reading Japanese. You say Nihongo o yomi nikui desu. Nihongo o yomi nikui desu. So yomimasu, we took off the Masu, and we kept the yomi, right? And then we added nikui here. That's simple. Alright, the next one. Chugokugo o narai hajimete renshu shitai to Chugokujin o sagashiyasukute karera to renshu to itsumo umaku itteimasu. Okay, I missed something here. Renshu to, I need suru. Alright? I need to make this into a verb. Renshu suru to. I'm about to explain that to you here in a minute. Okay? So, let's go ahead and translate this now. Let's see here. Okay, so Chugokugo o narai hajimete. So I began learning Chinese, and renshu shitai to renshu shitai from renshu suru. I don't have it up here. Renshu by itself means practice. It's a noun. But when you add suru, it's a verb which means to practice. But here we have shitai. Renshu shitai means want to practice. Now, this tai here is part of Masuke. Okay? The rule for this is the same as nikui. When you want to use tai, you take off the Masu and add tai. Right? Now you have want to practice. That works with all verbs in Masu form. You drop off Masu, okay, and you add tai. Renshu shimasu, renshu shitai. Yomimasu, yomi tai. Asobimasu, asobi tai, want to play. Kakimasu, kaki tai, want to write. What's another verb? Was that right? Oyogu, oyogimasu, oyogitai. Want to swim. So that's what you do. That's masuke. Alright? So tai, lenshu shitai, to. Now to means whenever. To means whenever. Whenever I want to practice. To, whenever I want to practice. So, okay, sorry about that. I was cut off. Now, where I was cut off at, I was cut off here when we talked about lenshu. And I forgot to add suru. So to. So that whenever I practice with them, itsumo umaku iteimasu. It always goes well. Umaku iteimasu is really good to know. Like if someone asks you how the job went, the shigoto no mensetsu wa dou deshita ka? You can say, umaku iteimashita, or umaku ikimashita. It went well. Umaku ikimashita. Alright, so that's that. So let's move on here. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Oh, before we move on, what am I doing? So that was the translation. So masuke, we have narai hajimete. Now narai is narao. Naraimasu, learning, to learn, narao. Same deal, hajimeru. Now this hajimeru is part of masuke. When you want to say I began doing this, I began doing that, you basically take off the masu again and add hajimeru. Narai hajimeru. Benkyo shi hajimeru. Kaki hajimeru. Like that. Okay, now the reason why we have hajimete, because that's and. It's in this te form. We want to keep the sentence going. It's and. So narai hajimete. Lenshu shitai to. Whenever I want to practice. Whenever to chugokujin o sagashi yasukute. Now sagashimasu, sagasu means to look for, to search for something. Okay, and in yasui. Now this here, now don't get this mixed up with the other yasui, which means cheap. This one here is used in a similar way as nikui, musagashi. This one is easy. It's easy to look for these Chinese people. Sagashi yasukute. So again, for yasui, you take off the masu from whatever verb you're using and add yasui. That's it. Sagashimasu, take off masu. Now you have sagashi yasui. So sagashi yasukute. So it's easy to find them. And yasukute. Kalelato, with them, kalelato, lenshu suruto, whenever I practice with them, itsumo, always, umaku iteimasu, it always goes well. Okay, so that's that. I hope that was clear. Moving on. What do we have next? Okay. 日本人の話し方が大好きですから、日本語を習うのは大学を卒業してから、おそらく東京か大阪に行くでしょう。日本人の話し方が大好きですから、日本語を習うのは大学を卒業してからおそらく東京か大阪に行くでしょう。Translation: I really like the way Japanese is spoken. I like the way Japanese people speak Japanese. Because I really like the way Japanese is spoken. から日本語を習うのは to learn Japanese 大学を卒業してから after I graduate from the university おそらく perhaps 東京か大阪 Tokyo or 大阪に行くでしょう perhaps I will go. Okay, again, I really like the way Japanese is spoken. Therefore, or due to the fact due to the fact that I really like the way Japanese is spoken, Um, perhaps after, or let's see, after I graduate, perhaps I'll go to Tokyo or Osaka to learn Japanese. All right. So break down, break down, break down. Okay. So what do we have here? Nihonjin no hanashikata. So Nihonjin, of course, is the Japanese. Nihonjin no hanashikata, the Japanese way of speaking. Okay. We have Masu here again. Hanashikata. Kata is the way of doing something. Okay. Same deal with Masu form. You take the verb to drop off Masu and then add kata. Hanashimasu, hanashikata. The way of speaking. Right? So Nihonjin no hanashikata ga daisuki. So daisuki means really like. Ski by itself means to like, but when you say daisuki, that's a big like, which means you really like. So daisuki desu kara, because I really like it. Nihongo o narau no wa. Nihongo, Japanese, o being the object marker. Narau no wa, to learn Japanese. Narau no wa, daigaku o sotsugyou shite kara. Daigaku is the university. O sotsugyou shite kara, after I graduate from the university. Now, we have te form here. I'm not going to talk much about it in this video, but just to let you know, sotsugyou shite is in this te form, and you adding kara is after that happens. So in this case, after I graduate, osoraku, perhaps, Tokyo ka Osaka. So Tokyo ka Osaka. This ka here means or. Alright, this means or. Tokyo or. This is a statement. This is not a question. This is not the other or when you ask questions. This is just a statement. So Tokyo ka, Tokyo or, Osaka ni, in the direction to those places. Iku desho, probably will go. Now desho at the end, it also means perhaps or probably. And a lot of times when you see osoraku used, they may add desho. Osoraku, blah 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 blah, desho. I think it's okay to drop off desho as well, but I wanted to use them both here so you guys can know how to use them. Alright, so that's that. So we have our masuke here from hanashimasu. We drop off masu at kata. And any other masu forms here? No. No other masu forms here. Alright. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. So, 時間があるとき、通常ゲームをしながら他の言語を学ぶ友達とチャットしています。時間があるとき、通常ゲームをしながら他の言語を学ぶ友達とチャットしています。Translation: When I have time, I normally when I have time normally while I am playing the video games, I chat with my I chat with other friends who are learning languages. Chato. Okay, hold on. Let me go through this again. Let me see here. Something's not making sense. All right. So when I have time, normally, let's see. When I have time, normally while I'm playing the game, while I'm playing the game, I chat. Let's see. I chat with other friends who are learning Japanese. Did I construct that correctly? Game wo shinagara while playing the game. Hoka no manabu o hoka no gengo o manabu tomodachi to with other friends who are learning Japanese. Chatto shiteimasu. Okay, that's right. So I chat. So when I have time, normally normally while I'm playing the game, I chat with other friends who are studying languages. That's what that is. Okay. It just seemed weird at first. All right. Let's see. Jikan ga aru toki. So jikan is time. Dealing with possession. Ga aru toki, when I have the time. There's another. Actually, I think there's a better way of saying this. I think instead of saying aru toki, I think instead of saying arutoki, I think atara is better. Just something is telling me that atara is better to use. So instead of saying jikan ga aru toki, you can say jikan ga attara. Attara. Okay, attara. When I have time, if I have time. Okay, I don't know. Something's just telling me that attara works better here. So jikan ga aru toki or jikan ga attara. Tsujo. Tsujo is Tsujo is usually Tsujo game wo shinagara. So game wo shinagara. So while I am playing the game. Now this is Masu form here. Nagara is Masu form. So what you do here is you take the Masu, the verb in its Masu form, drop off Masu and add Nagara. That's it. And what would it mean? It would mean while that is going on. Which in this case, shimasu, shi nagara, while playing. So for example, some other verbs, asobimasu, playing. If you say asobi nagara, that's while playing, blah, blah, blah. Tabe nagara, while eating, blah, blah, blah. Whenever you use this, you have to add more to it. You can't just use it by itself in the sentence. That's not how it works. So, game wo shinagara, while playing the game, hoka no gengo o manabu tomodachi to. So, with other friends, hoka no gengo. That's other languages. Hoka no gengo. And when you use hoka, remember you have to add the no because you pretty much it's going to be for nouns. So hoka no gengo o manabu. Manabu means to learn. So hoka no gengo manabu tomodachi. The tomodachi, the friends who are learning. The language is to. This to means with. With those friends, chato shiteimasu. Chato suru, which it means to chat. Chato shiteimasu, you chat with them in general. That's what you do while you're playing the video game. Okay? So, that's simple. Moving on. Toji, let's see, toji, totuzen ni ame ga furidashite, kasa o motte kuru no o wasureta. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm missing something. Wasureta no de. Wasureta no de. Hold on for a second. Wasureta no. Okay, so kasa o motte kuru no o wasureta no de watashi ga katta kyokasho ga zubu zubu nele ni shite zubu nele ni shite shimaimashita. Okay, we have some errors here. Have to fix some things. All right. First of all, I'm missing something on my wasuleru. Should have this on the top. All right. Now, wasureta no de watashi ga katta kyokasho ga zubu nele ni. Okay, what I'm missing here is the naru, which means to become. Let's see, is that right? Lenny. Yeah. So it should be zubu nele ni. After this ni here, we need this. We need this word here. This is the kanji for it, but naru. We need naru, which will become na. Which will become nate. Will become nate, to become. Can't believe I missed that. Naru, nate. So naru is to become, nate. We should have added that after zubu nele ni. Zubu nele ni, nate. Okay. Zubu. Let me see. zubu nule ni natte shimaimashita. Okay, I'm gonna have to just put the I'm gonna put it in the put the captions so you guys can see it better. But yeah, this should be natte shimaimashita. All right. All right. Let me translate this real quick. So toji. So at that time, all of a sudden it started raining. All of a sudden it rained, and I forgot to bring my umbrella. So the books, the textbooks that I bought became completely drenched. They became completely drenched. All right. So toji, that means at that time. Totsuzen ni, that means all of a sudden. Ame ga furidashite. Now, ame ga furu means raining. Like when you say ame ga furu, it rains in general. In general, if it's raining now, you say ame ga futeimasu. Ame ga furidashite. Now, this may be redundant. Okay, this may be redundant. I'm pretty sure somebody will make a comment. They may make a comment about this. I don't know. Because dashite here, dasu, when you say ame ga furi dasu, that can also mean all of a sudden it rained. So perhaps totsuzen is redundant to use. But we'll find out once the video goes up. So if it's okay to keep these together, let me know. Alright? Or maybe you can drop this off. Or maybe you can just take off totsuzen and keep furi dashite. So toji, totsuzen ni ame ga furi dashite. So the rain, it all of a sudden it started raining. And now dasu again is part of masuke, masu form. You drop off masu and add da shi. Okay, furi dashi. It just happened that all of a sudden. So ame ga furi dashite. It all of a sudden it started raining, and kasa o motte kuru no o. So kasa is umbrella. So kasa o motte kuru. So kasa o motte kuru. Motte kuru means to bring. Motte kuru, you bring something. So kasa o motte kuru no o. No o, I forgot, or no o wasureta. Wasureta no de. Wasureru means to forget, so I forgot in the past. Wasureta no de. Now no de can mean because or so. So let's just say, let's go with so. So I forgot. So watashi ga katta kyokasho ga, the books, the textbooks that I bought. Watashi ga katta kyokasho. That means the textbooks that I bought. Ga zubunule ni shite shimaimashita. Zubunule, that means drenched. Something became really wet, drenched. That's what zubunule is. So zubunule ni natte became. I forgot to add the become there. So zubunule ni natte shimaimashita. Now the te shimaimasu is a te form, which you guys want to see that in the next lesson. Te shimaimasu. That means, actually it has a couple meanings. Excuse me. The meaning here is something completely happened, like it's completely drenched. Te shimaimashita. And it became completely drenched. The other meaning is when you did something and you feel embarrassed about it. For example, if you actually, yeah, you can use that like the kasa here. Like let's use this for example. You can say kasa o motte kuru no o wasurete shimaimashita. So you can actually take wasureru, put that in the te form, and add shimaimashita, and then it means that you forgot like I forgot the umbrella and I feel bad for it. I feel embarrassed. I have this embarrassed feeling for not bringing that umbrella. Kasa o motte kuru no o wasurete shimaimashita. All right. So that's that. Yeah. So zubunule ni naru, to become drenched, and then we put that in the te form plus shimaimashita. It became completely drenched. All right. So last one, and we'll be finished for today. Okay, last one. So, shukudai o. Okay, yep. Wow, I'm catching some serious things I forgot here. So shukudayo, she should be she here. All right, shukudayo, she owatte kara hoka no tomodachi to sutto toyu game wo shi tsuzukeru koto ni shimashita. 宿題をし終わってから他の友達とずっとというゲームをし続けることにしました。Translation: after I complete my homework, after I finish it, it's over. After I complete my homework, let me see. てからことにしました。Okay, after I completed my homework, I decided to play a game called Street Fighter. I decided to continue playing a game called Street Fighter with my friends. So after I finished my homework, after I completed it, I decided to continue playing a video game called Street Fighter with my friends. So shukudai here is homework. Shukudai o shi owatte kara. So shi owaru. Now owaru is part of Masuke again. It's part of Masu form. So you drop off Masu and add owaru, and that means something is over. You finish completing something. So in this case, we were playing a game. So she must. Shi owatte kara. There's the te form again. Te kara after that happened. So after I finished that, after I completed that, hoka no tomodachi, other friends, to, with those other friends, sutto toyu game. Sutto means Street Fighter. That's just short for Street Fighter. Sutto toyu game wo. So sutto toyu game. So a game called Street Fighter o shi tsuzukeru koto ni shimashita. Tsuzukeru is also part of Masu form. You take off the Masu and add tsuzukeru to continue doing that, whatever the verb is, which in this case is she must. So to continue playing. So shi tsuzukeru koto ni shimashita. From koto ni suru. Koto ni suru means to decide. Alright, koto ni suru means to decide. This is the standard koto ni suru. Koto ni suru means to decide. So, of course, koto ni shimashita is in the past tense, so I decided to continue playing with my friends. Alright? So that's it. That's all for today. If you guys have any questions, if you see any errors where I messed up, because I know, like I said, sometimes I go too fast. I may go fast and miss it. But if there's some errors here, you guys have any questions, let me know. Make a video response. Yeah, and about this here as well, like using totuzen in the furidashi, if it's redundant to take totuzen out, just leave furidashi. Let me know about that. Other than that, that's it. Like I said, I will continue to, every week I will try to update a video like this with Japanese, because like I said, I've been getting a lot of messages lately, people asking me various questions about this and that in Japanese, so I think it will be worth continuing a series like this. So that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Until then, I look forward to your comments or video responses.